What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, February 9th, and I need a haircut. No. All right, so thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about this new proposed stimulus bill, resolution, whatever you want to call it. But first, please, if you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm trying to keep everybody up to date with everything going on right now. And definitely, if you find this video useful, give it a good like, give it a smash, whatever you want to call it. I really appreciate that. All right, so I'm talking today about the Ways and Means Committee in the House and their 9 legislature proposal, okay? So what they're doing, what Congress is doing, is they're proposing a budget resolution to get new economic relief out into the country. This is a way to structure that without getting like Republican support, basically, because doing it this way, they only need a simple majority, which means that the votes can pass by just one vote and it will pass, okay? So that's why they're doing this. That's why the Democrats and the House are doing this. Now, as I mentioned, there's 9 legislation proposals. I'm just gonna talk about some of them, the ones that are relevant to your finances and to the stimulus. And so, yeah, well, let's just get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the stimulus payments. And that's probably what people are most interested in, is what's going on with the stimulus payments. As you know, President Trump passed a stimulus payment of $600 back in late December, $600 per individual and then $600 per child. You know, the Democrats didn't feel like that was enough, so they wanted a full $2,000 per individual. So what's going on now is they're trying to pass legislation to issue another $1,400 stimulus payment to individuals. And so that's going to top off the last one, top off 600 to make it a full 2,000. You know, there's talks about reducing the qualifying income to like $50,000 per individual to qualify for the full thing. There's talks of leaving it the same at $75,000 per individual. I'm not sure what's going to pass yet, but it's in the talks right now, okay? And so there looks like there will likely be another stimulus payment. And when can you expect that? Probably early to mid-March at the soonest. Okay, and then maybe early April at the latest. So that's kind of the timeline we're talking about, from when the bill is passed to when the money's in your account. And you know, at this rate, it looks like there's a very good chance of it passing. So just be prepared for that. The IRS is getting better and better at setting these direct payments out. So expect them to come out sooner and quicker from when the bill is passed. All right. The next important thing I want to talk about is unemployment. So right now, when President Trump passed the Economic Aid Act, he extended FPUC, which is extra $300 per week of unemployment, until March. And right now, this new legislation that's being proposed wants to extend that through August, I believe. Yeah, it's through the end of August. And they want to increase it from $300 a week to $400 a week. And so that's, you know, that would be a huge help for folks who can't find another job right now, or who are just getting laid off or whatnot, because that is still happening. The stock market might be doing well, but layoffs and stuff are still happening. The next big thing are some tax credits. Now, you might have heard of the Earned Income Tax Credit. That's a tax credit to help support and relieve people in low to moderate income families, especially families with children, okay? This is a tax credit that's also refundable. That means that you can get the refund even if you didn't pay that much taxes to the IRS. So in this legislation, they're looking to expand that tax credit. They're looking to almost triple the amount of the tax credit and expand eligibility of the credit to, you know, to allow more people to qualify for more of a credit if they don't have children. So, you know, that's going to be a huge help, especially for your tax bill, especially if they make it effective as of the 2020 tax year. So we'll stay tuned for that. Hopefully that passes as well. Since we're on the topic of tax credits, another one they're working on is a child dependent care credit. And this is important, obviously, because of, you know, job situation, working from home situation, and, you know, schools being shut down and open and shut down. You're going to need some childcare. Okay, so this tax credit allows you to claim, you know, before this proposal, you're able to claim up to, I think, $3,000. Yeah, up to $3,000 per child of child care expenses. And that translates to a tax credit of $600 per child maximum. So this proposal will expand that. It will allow you to claim up to half of your child dependent care expenses, and figure the credit out, the maximum credit out that way. And so this is going to be a big help also for folks who are struggling with childcare, with kids being home from school, all that stuff. The next thing I'm going to talk about is health insurance support. So when Obamacare was enacted, lower income folks are able to get their health insurance premiums subsidized if they qualified and if they purchased it through the marketplace. And so in this proposal, they're looking to increase the amount of subsidies for these people. And they're also looking to subsidize COBRA insurance, which is what happens when you are laid off or terminated from your employment. You need some kind of gap coverage between your employer's insurance plan and you purchasing your own insurance plan. They're planning on subsidizing COBRA as well. So this is all just pretty brand new here. There's not too much specific text that I can refer to, but these are just some of the main bullet points that the committee has been proposing. And so as soon as there's more specific text on the bill that comes out, I'll keep you up to date on that. Because some of these things are important to know, like whether or not you would qualify for the stimulus payment, or whether or not you would qualify for how much of a tax credit. And there's been some tax credits that have been released through the CARES Act that have been kind of overlooked because of the PPP and EIDL programs, but those tax credits are super useful, and these ones will be useful also. Okay, so these are important things to keep in mind, important things to keep track of, and I will do my best to do that for you. All right, so I'll link in the description below a link to the committee's website where they're proposing all these things. Maybe you can check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for joining me. Again, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you found this video helpful, smash the like button, share it with your friends and family who also might think it's useful, and I would really appreciate that. All right, so take care for now. Stay safe. Until next time. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker.